there's a really good chance that this will sound insane to people who are not Christian. I really do think that God built me for cruelty. And let me explain. To withstand cruelty, to withstand fires, to withstand bullets. Genuinely, like, I wholeheartedly believe that at this point. I spent a lot of time alone in the last few months. Probably more time alone than I have in a while. And it's been just me and God, you know. I used to look at my life and be mad at God. Like, why would you let this happen to me? Why would you let me experience these things? Why don't you care about me in order to stop me from experiencing these things? And then when there was a big and massive shift in my life, God knew I needed my husband. He gave me my husband at that time. And even at the time that I didn't even believe in God, even at the time that I was angry with God, rejecting God, he gave me my husband. And I always said that was like the best thing that God ever did for me. And now I realize that's the second best thing God ever did for me, because I eventually came back and found God. I also think God really made me passionate and fierce about having and using my voice when other people try to suppress my voice. And so I think that it's funny when you look back on your life once you've found God, because like everything really was for a reason, for a purpose. I think God made me like unafraid to speak. He made me willing to speak. He made me willing to say the hard thing out loud. And he didn't give me, but he helped me withstand a lot of trials and abuse and cruelty, really. And also he gave me a loud mouth. He also gave me a husband who, when I am taking and enduring a lot of cruelty, a lot of like, you know, fires and bullets, metaphorically, let's say, like, he gave me a husband who will defend me till like the death. And he gave me a husband who helps me not feel scared or afraid of anything. Like, he gave me a husband who bolsters my confidence. So it's just really funny when you look back at your life. Like, God gave me a strength, and basically he built me for cruelty. He built me to endure things like that. Cruelty from family, like some of the closest people in my life. Not immediate family, like for those who know my brothers and sisters, my mom, not them. But then he also gave me a husband who, other than God himself, like I don't think anyone really can see like my soul like that, the way that he can. And so it's just very humbling, because like under and through like immense cruelty in my life, he gave me strength to speak, and he gave me a husband to bolster my confidence and protect me even when I'm scared. And yeah, because now as a Christian, I have this very like direct and scary path and mission. Like, I don't see Christianity as being for me. I see it as God using me and my experiences to help pull people who are drowning to dry land. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to cry, but it's wild when you look back. Once you like find God actually, and you look back at your life. And this is also why like I have had so much more forgiveness even for myself, because in the moments that I was like the hardest on myself ever, I thought I had completely just like ran away from God. And then when I first became Christian, thinking that it was my own fault for running away from God. And now I realize, looking back at my past, I never even knew God. Not who he actually is, really. No. But, like I say to people sometimes, I had a very religious upbringing. But now, knowing what I know, it was also a godless upbringing. So, And so now I look back at all the times I was like really hard on myself and unforgiving of myself, and like I didn't even know God. I'm 29 and I'm meeting him for the first time.